Well, this was a game that you know, at the beginning of the first half, I thought that you know, we did a really good job in some areas that we needed to do a good job in. We're as good as we've been offensively, just in terms of flow and moving the basketball and getting the kind of shots we wanted as we've been all year. And then, you know, we went from 24-22, I think it was, and they got on a run, got some easy threes, we gave up a couple in transition, and then had a stretch where, you know, offensively it didn't go as good for us. And, you know, we've got to learn to play through those stretches. And, you know, give Boston College credit. They're a veteran team that's, you know, really good. Without question, Trapani was unbelievable night. I think that kid's a pro for sure. But, you know, the key, we knew we needed to defend the three. We did not do the job that we needed to in that area. But that starts with guarding the dribble. And, you know, again, we did a decent job of it. Then it seemed to get away from us a little bit. And, you know, we can find some individual positives with some individual play. And, you know, again, I thought our offensive flow was a little bit better. Lane Cook was really good off the bench, you know, without question, and some positives like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, we keep saying it, and, you know, we're going to keep saying it until we learn to do it, and do it consistently against good teams. And we've got to defend and rebound, you know, for us to be our best. And then we just didn't do that at the level we needed to against a really good Boston College team tonight.
Coach, you may have just touched on this. Obviously, these two teams are on the opposite ends of the spectrum in age and experience. What could your team take from this the most, playing these guys that are all juniors and seniors? Is it just playing through, like you said? Or?
Yeah, I think part of it is, you know, veterans understand that, you know, you just keep doing it. You just keep doing it, you just keep doing it, you know, regardless of how it's going for you. And you know, they took advantage of mistakes that we made. You know, they don't hurt themselves. And I think the biggest thing that you know, a team like that gets is, you know, everybody is settled into a place where, you know, they know what they can do. They know their role and how they produce that. I think that's something that'll be a little bit of an ongoing process for us, you know, because we have so many guys, you know, that, as we've talked about before, haven't separated themselves. And, you know, we're still learning a little bit of, you know, what they can do. But, you know, I think it shows up in a lot of those areas.
Coach, what happened with the inside game tonight?
Well, it wasn't much there, you know, and, you know, we tried really hard. You know, we threw it inside, I think 4 times to start the second half to try to re-emphasize it. And you know, we just did not get a lot of production, you know, from that area. You know, one of the ways we need to do that is getting on the offensive glass. That's not an area that we did a good job in tonight. And so, you know, again, for us to be good, I think that, you know, those guys need we need to understand that they have to do that and have to be consistent with it.
Jaron, Brian seems to be, I guess maybe not cooling off is the right term, but he seems to be really struggling trying to find his shot, just in a lot of open things. How do you try to get him out of that? I mean, you know, being only a few games into his college career.
Yeah, I think, you know, you just get back in the gym and keep working and kind of work your way out of it. You know, he's a terrific shooter, and it's going to be, you know, for us. And it's, you know, going through, you know, the first time maybe his confidence has been shaken a little bit. You know, when you go from high school to college, you know, nights not going into high school, you just go make a lot of other stuff happen. And, you know, that's not as easy when you get on the college level, especially, you know, in a league like this at this level. And you know, we just have to continue to work and find his way, but he'll be fine.
Talk about Sam Muldrow goes from a double-double the other night to 1 rebound in not even 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we've already talked about how important Sam is to our team. I think we know that. And I think the important thing is I think Sam knows that too. And so, you know, tonight didn't play as well as he would like to, as we would like him to. But you know, that's far from you know, a reason you know, for a loss or not playing well as a team. You know, we didn't collectively rebound and defend the way we need to.
Yeah, you mentioned defining roles. When you look at your struggles recently, how much of those struggles you think have to do with confidence, or maybe trying to create or define your identity as a team in terms of who you're going to be moving forward?
Well, I think that's a little bit of a carry, but you know, I think the biggest thing is, you know, them understanding that our team needs to be about defending and rebounding, and you know, the other stuff, you know, we can work through and you know, get defined. Again, I think offensively that happened tonight. I thought tonight was the best that guys have played within themselves, within their roles. We got good shots. You know, we moved the ball better than we moved it, and so I think that happened. But you know, it's everybody's role to defend and rebound, and you know, I don't think that happened as well tonight. And the other part is, like we talked about, and you know, I guess we can keep talking about it if you all want to. But you know, part of the issue is we got some guys that are somewhat similar, and until somebody leaves no doubt, then you know, I think we're going to continue to see you know, some of that where guys play similar minutes.
Demontre again gets a start tonight. Is that he's been very good defensively? Is this just to maybe go ahead and get his offense jump started a little bit? He had a couple of good moves to the basket.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, right now, you know, we feel like, you know, he's you know, a big athletic body to start games. He's been pretty good defensively. You know, he always rebounds the ball well when he's in there, and so that, you know, maybe that helps us. And you know, we kind of feel like, you know, at this point in time, you know, we'll get from the league. You know, what we get from the league. You know, he's kind of that guy now that I think he's refocused on being a high energy, you know, toughness guy, which he did tonight, and that demonstrates the numbers for him sometimes when he does do that. But, you know, I think, you know, we're going to get that, you know, from him, we hope, moving forward, you know, regardless of whether he starts or not. And, you know, I think we saw that tonight from him.
And obviously a major conference team, an ACC team. How will this translate, you think, into SEC play? And what will you want them to work on as you obviously are now getting ready for the SEC schedule?
Well, I think the biggest thing we need to work on, you know, quite honestly, it isn't necessarily basketball. It's what we talked about earlier. It's, you know, just coming back and getting back to work. You know, sometimes you work really hard, you prepare really well, but, you know, it doesn't go your way. You know, we want to build a program that has character and you know, sustains that. No matter how good you are, you're going to have a night like that. And you know, so we got to get right back to work. You know, we couldn't. You know, you guys heard me say before, we come out tonight and win, and it's a great non-conference win. We still got to get back to work and keep getting better. You know, with the game on Tuesday and SEC play approaching. You know, obviously, I think you know, defensively and rebounding is going to be key, and then I think, you know, challenging guys to, you know, try to make sure that we know what we're getting from them every night.
Thanks, guys.